One out. Here are the 2-year-olds about to go to open this 10-race program with Darren Flindell.
On this good track again today, and Miss Judas, who hasn't been forgotten about, she's the last to move in. So the favourite drawn the fence in the white colours, but a drifting favourite. Light is on, and we're ready to go on the Kirkham Plate. And they're off and racing. Shangri-La Express began very sharply together with Shout About It. And the 300 is sliding along the rails. Blue Illusion goes to a clear fourth. Then came Miss Judas from Lamentum. And Agenda Setters parks back last of all. Shangri-La Express wants the front now. Bayless pushes on, led by a length on the stablemate. The 300 who had to ease off heels. Up on the outside is Shout About It. 2 lengths for the back to Blue Illusion. 2 then to Miss Judas from Lamentum and Agenda Setter. Round the turn, Shangri-La Express has been very heavily back. Led the way from the roughies, Shout About It. Blue Illusion the outside. The 300 being scrubbed up on the inside as Miss Judas starts a run down the outside. Shangri-La Express at the 250, 2 lengths clear and going really well from Miss Judas flat to the boards. The 300 can't do much more, nor Blue Illusion, but Shangri-La Express is full of running. Easy win this. Shangri-La Express from Miss Judas. Blue Illusion third, followed by Lamentum. The 300, well, the market told us that, didn't it? Big drifter ran accordingly. Further back, Agenda Setter and Shout About It was last in.
Shangri-La Express, Gay Waterhouse and Adrian Bott and Regan Bayliss, who was marked urgent from the start. Pick of the yard gets home. Shangri-La Express and backed as well. Number 6 beats Miss Judas, number 9, and Blue Illusion in third spot. It'll be 6, 9 and 3.
Yeah, the market got that right late, didn't it? He was the best back the last 3 or 4 minutes of betting, and lovely big strong colt. Lovely. Obviously, he's come on since that one trial. He appreciated the 1,000 metres, and he wins running away. So, a lot to like about him with upside to come. Miss Judas, I thought she was going to loom there at the 200, but the winner was just too tough, and Blue Illusion had his chance. Lamentum's the improver, like the way he hit the line late. But good effort from what could be an improving colt.
58.26 the race time, 58.26. 34.48. 34.48. So 58.26 the time. Numbers are 6, 9, 3 and 4. And that is the opener. The class record, pretty quick 56.02, which was Acrobat. 56.02. They've run 58.26 and they've got a pretty stiff headwind to race into today down the home straight. 6, 9, 3, 4.
It's like watching a roulette table here. There's chips in everywhere. Very few runners in this haven't been supported in some shape or form. And Amarance is a drifting favourite drawn the inside. Bellman goes in, locked and loaded. There's the light, ready to go. And they're racing. Amarance jumped as well as anything off the inside, but there's several runners being sent forward. Lawyer's Delight in particular, we believe so. Sonic Tycoon. Phil's tearing forward as well. I Am Good at This is cast really wide early as one's going through the pack there and going down towards the inside as Faye's Angel into a pretty decent spot. Let's know the leaders here. Phil goes on with the job together with Sonic Tycoon. So Regan Bayliss wants the front again and gets it. Phil takes the lead clearly from Sonic Tycoon. Now, Faye's Angels is pretty well positioned down on the inside of Lawyer's Delight. Further back, I Am Good at This, slipping in on the outside, I believe so. Then came Who Dat. Further back to Devotion on the rails. Now, back in the field, well back in the field is Lord de Sanamo, together with the favourite Amarance from Behind the Storm, who's down on the inside of Bellman, and Dakshar last about nearly 20 lengths off the lead. So Phil's really fired up now. Once it led, it's charging along by 3 lengths on Sonic Tycoon. Lawyer's Delight punching the breeze on the outside of Faye's Angel. Angels a couple off then to I'm Good at This, who's being reined along by Lloyd a long way out, trying to get it on the bridle and doing so, followed by Believe So, Who Dat, Devotion in between runners from Lord de Sanamo, and Amaranth gives away a pretty tidy start and looking to come a few horses wide as they straighten up. Righto, Phil's had its fun and Sonic Tycoon went to it momentarily. Then came Lawyer's Delight. Who Dat running on down the outside. It's Phil being tackled by Who Dat wide out. Face Angel along the rails. Amaranth can't get a crack at them. It's all over heels as Who Dat is taken to the front by Aaron Bullock and it kicked away. Who Dat's going to win easily. Face Angel's finishing a clear second. Third, Lord de Sanamo. Yes, in front of Lawyer's Delight, Devotion. Further back behind the Storm, Phil got tired. Amaranth's had a checkered passage, but a bit plain really up the straight. Then Bellman. Further back, Dakshar from Sonic Tycoon. I Am Good at This. It laboured a long way out and Believe So finished last.
Who Dat, number 4. Another highway win for Matt Dunn, who's cleaning them up. And a reward for Aaron Bullock. We rarely see him in town on a Saturday. He can ride as good as anyone. And there he is, going to the post, cruising home to win. 4 Who Dat beats 5 Faye's Angel. And old Lord de Sanamo is going to get his white nose down into 3rd spot.
Well, how do we doubt this bloke? He's just a genius at bringing the right horses to these highways, and he's so strong, this horse. And yeah, good result for Aaron. We don't see him much in town, but he's obviously a very, very capable rider and gets the job done there. Faye's Angel was very brave. She fought on nicely, and well, oh Lord de Sanamo, he runs his 21st placing there, and he'll just keep chipping away in these races as they get longer for the highways. But too good. One act of fair late there. He was far too strong.
Now they've run 150.86, 150.86. Last 600, 37.49.
And we're getting close now. 3rd race of the day, Midway, 1400 metres. There's the light racing. And Satnus began really well. Satnus jumped well from Awesome Lad. There's a few going forward. Miss Cecconi's right there on the rails, but it's Awesome Lad in front from Miss Cecconi. Oakfield Waratah goes to 3rd. Satnus 4th now, and then came the second favourite Epicus, inside Peace Officer, and Bullock's got the favourite into a prime spot early. 2 lengths away to Extra Revs on the outside of Rebel Shadow. Big Apple trying to make ground. Further back to Oakfield Arrow there in the black cap. Victory Lane gets well back. They're followed there by Just a Brother is buried down on the inside of Smart Towie, and a gap to One American and Auspicious Cloud. Awesome Lad shows the way approaching the corner. It's Awesome Lad, a narrow leader here from Satnus the outside. Oakfield Waratah a bit keen, they're in 3rd. Firing up, going around the field, Extra Res. Oh, Peace Officer got really tight, close to heels there. Had to check. Epic is back on the fences, trying to improve as they come around the turn. Awesome Lad in front from Satnus the outside. Then Miss Cecconi. Peace Officer and Epicus fighting for the same run. Up the rise, and Satnus moved up now. Satnus takes the lead. Oakfield Hour, Extra Res. Still Peace Officer and Epicus are both looking for the same run. Satnus in front. Peace Officer's got the run now. Just in front of Satnus. Peace Officer went to it. Peace Officer takes the lead. Early double for Aaron Bullock. Peace Officer ran down Satnus. Half head away, 3rd Extra Revs the outside. Then Oakfield Arrow, followed then by Oakfield Waratah, Miss Cecconi, Awesome Lad, Epicus, no clear run, pretty much the whole straight. Victory Lane made ground, so did Auspicious Cloud. Further back on American, Rebel Shadow, Big Apple and Smart Towie.
Peace Officer has won the Midway, and Aaron Bullock has gone back to back in the highway and the Midway. Peace officer, number 5, Aaron Bullock. So a win at Wyong, a win in the Midway, and then a defeat behind Felix Majestic. But back in the winners list today, and overcomes trouble. Satnus continues to race well. Extra Revs will be 3rd, and 7 will be 4th, Oakfield Arrow.
Well, he looked an ugly watch there for a while. He got over racing. He was closer than normal, held up for most of the straight, but he gets the job done, as it turns out. He's flying this Satnus. He just keeps running really, really good races, and Extra Revs was quite good, looking for probably a little bit further, but all honours with the winner. Put it in the right spot, but things turned nasty there at stages throughout that race.
Another win for Aaron Bullock, 1:23.85 the race time, 36.14 the last 600 metres, 5:15 and 14. Here he comes, Clary Connors. Got out of trouble there, Clary.
I was in trouble for a little while, weren't I? Yeah. But it's a bit hard to see on the TV, but we won. That's all we can do.
Going great, this horse, but you're probably going to have to set the bar a bit higher now, beyond Midway.
Well, I had higher bars than the Golden Eagle, but I'm not there. I think he's a very good horse, I think, and but now, as you say, we'll just have to go higher and just see what we can do. But I know everybody says it, but I'm just waiting to put the horse over a mile. I just think he's a different horse, honestly. I'm sure he wants further, but he's just a lovely horse. So his form, he's very consistent. He's just a lovely horse to train, and very lucky. The lovely owners, a couple of people couldn't be here today. The boy, he bought a share in the horse when he first come in the yard.
Is that right?
The boy that straps him.
The strapper?
Yeah,
he's in him.
He bought a share in him straight away.
Good on him. Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And he gets the 2% strappers bonus as well. Good on you, Clary.
Yeah, great.
Okay, 5, 15, 14 and 7. Today with 52 on a back. Favourites back-to-back here for Godolphin the Blue. Kibosh comes up, 1 out, and they're just about set. Spaltet comes in. Here's Darren for the 4th.
Loaded now, ready to go. 4th here at Randwick, and they're off and racing. Pirossa vigorously ridden from barrier 1. Queen Maker jumped well with Stroke of Luck, Mission Phoenix. Marquis about midfield, and out very wide, Promises Kept. Then Stroke of Luck, Raging Bull, Kibosh gone Churina, and Spaltet's been taken back to last. Mission Phoenix rolling forward, just being urged along a bit, and Mission Phoenix races to the lead with Promises Kept coming around the outside of runners to go to second. Pirossa's been able to hold leaders back 3rd. Queen Maker 4th, 1 out, 1 back, and the favourite Marquis is 3 wide, no cover at the 1400 metre mark. So Zach Lloyd's got some work to do here. Further back, Raging Bull on the inside is Stroke of Luck, 2 off 2, Kibosh from Gonchurin, and Spaltet's last of all. Favourite still 3 wide. Mission Phoenix leads at the 1200 by 3/4 to Promises Kept, and Marquis has planted out 3 wide. Then came Pirossa getting a charmed run on the back of the speed on the inside of Queen Maker. Further back then, after 2 lengths to Stroke of Luck, Raging Bull the rails, 2 off 2, Kibosh from Gonchurin, and Spaltet's the last one. Mission Phoenix leads down the side, 900 to go by about a half to 3/4. Promises Kept, and Marquis is caught 3 wide, no cover. Then came Pirossa on the inside of Queen Maker. Further back, Stroke of Luck pulling into a 3 wide position. Raging Bull sat back on the fence from Kibosh, Gonchurin, and Spaltet still back last of all. 600 metres to go. Mission Phoenix in front, narrowly from Promises Kept. The favourite Marquis will really have to earn his victory today, but he's striding up strongly as Promises Kept took a narrow lead coming around the turn. Promises Kept put the head in front from Mission Phoenix, and on the outside, Marquis being revved up. Stroke of Luck running on really well. Kibosh on the scene as well on the outside. Marquis being tackled now by Stroke of Luck. Stroke of Luck put the head in front from Marquis. Raging Bull coming off heels. Stroke of Luck in front of Raging Bull running on. Stroke of Luck a half in front to Raging Bull. Bull. Stroke of Luck clinging on. Stroke of Luck beat Raging Bull. Gonchor in third. Followed then by Queen Maker. Marquis understandably weak and late from Kibosh. Mission Phoenix. Perossa didn't close off. Promises kept dropped off. And Spoltep was last all the way.
Stroke of Luck, number 4. Tommy Berry and John O'Shea. Ran in a couple of derbies last season, was placed in a Queensland derby. Second up today, 2,000, gets the money. And denies Aaron Bullock 3 in a row. On the 30-1 chance, Raging Bull. Gunshirin has run third. And we'll see if we can line them up for fourth. Kibosh and Queen Maker. Heads up and heads down, it'll be Queen Maker.
Yeah, he was going to be in the finish a long way out, that horse. Those three leaders just played games up front. The favourite was bored undone, and Tommy Berry just got straight on the favourite's back, travelled beautifully midfield, and was always in that stalking position when they got tired. So the market support was right, and that's a lovely improvement for him, second up there. Raging Bull, that's the best run for the new stable by a long way, back a little in distance there. And Gantierone, much better ridden, a bit quieter here today. I think we have to be forgiving for the favourite. He did a power of work there, and he had the hide to still be there at the 100-metre mark. So all honours with the winner. Second up, more to come. Good win.
Time 2 minutes 2.92. 22.92. 36.51. Numbers are up 4, 5, 7 and 10.
Well done, Tommy. You're in a beautiful spot. You had the favourite 3 deep outside of you, and you're travelling a fair way out.
Yeah, no, I couldn't have worked out any better. And this bloke, I was over the moon with his first up run, and I've liked him ever since I sat on him with his first trial. And John had a plan for him the whole way through, and he stuck to that plan, and he won. Getting a little bit tired late, you know, he's only second up, so he'll take an improvement from that.
He rocked up in the yard, he just had so much purpose. He wanted to be here today.
Yeah, I knew that on Tuesday morning when I galloped him. I said to John, Jesus, he gave me a workout trying to hold him. So the difference between his first up run and his second up run was massive. And as you said, we kept the favourite wide early and got onto his back coming to the corner. And
Of Kazoo. Bit of movement in the gates here. Ready now. Gates are back. They're off and racing. Overriding was last out, and Kazoo jumped particularly well. Showing a bit of speed is Iconic Dame, and rolling forward out wide, Junquira. Rain Beal on the back of the speed. On the outside is So Say You. Then came the favourite Commemorative, who's tugging along in third last position. A gap back in the field then to Overriding in the early part. So they find their positions, and Demiana's well back as well. So it's Junquira up on the outside of Kazoo, and the pair go stride for stride. 2 lengths away to Iconic Dame. Commemorative goes to a clear fourth. In front of Rainbill, Demiana deep out from So Say You, and Overriding has been reined along last of all. Kazoo leads coming to the corner. Kazoo on the fence, a half in front to Junquira, has been very handy today, has come off the bridle. 2 lengths away to Commemorative, wanting to lay in a little bit under pressure. They're followed by Rainbill going between runners, but Kazoo showing a great kick. Oh, hello, it spotted something. Kazoo tries to balance up again. 2 lengths in front. The favourite Commemorative gets her chance now. Kazoo, 3/4, a half. Kazoo trying to cling on. Kazoo, Commemorative lunges on the outside. Oh, tight. Very tight here. Kazoo and Commemorative put the dive in on the wire. I think Rainbill third in front of either Iconic Dame on the inside, Overriding deep out. They're followed then by So Say You, Junquira, Demiana. Stand by here. Has Kazoo clung on, or has she thrown it away?
What was the story there?
Yeah, I'm not sure. She travelled sweetly for me in the run, did everything right, and then just whether there's nothing there for her to spot. I just looked at the big screen then, but she did, and it could have cost her in the end, but she just took a long time to balance up after that, and she's got ability, we know that, but when she does her whole way through her career, she's done a few little things wrong, and it's almost got to beat again. But I'll tell you what, there's a big big boatload of boys down here from Newcastle today, and I heard they know how to party, so it's going to be a big one for them.
She was a bit spooky when she pulled up as well. I mean, you're the first one back. She was still throwing her head around.
Yeah, well, she went to spook at something again on the inside, so I was like, you just come back here. We'll get back in nice and safe. But she won it at the start today because she can be a little bit tardy out sometimes, but she jumped out well, and that was the key to her winning today.
Oh, what do you think when that big monster was coming at you?
Well, I'm lucky he's a big monster and he don't come to you too quick.
All right, so there it is. Ronnie didn't shy or spook at anything. She's just a bit weird.
Yeah, it was just funny. I'm sure I can't recall her doing anything like that in the past. So maybe it's a one-off, and maybe she did give herself a whack. So good effort. First up, hadn't trialled for a while. Yeah, look, definitely follow the second filly. She's good. She's very good. So I don't think she should lose any admirers coming to a Saturday race. Older mares. A few little excuses in the run, and although the winner should have beat her easier, don't give up on her. That second filly, she's pretty good.
110.79, 110.79, 36.04. Here's Charlie with Chantel.
Well, Tommy summed her up as being a little weird. She's quirky, we know that. She's had a few little issues along the way, but she's got some talent.
No, she does. She's not the most straightforward horse, and Chris Harwood rides her a lot at home and does a fantastic job with her, because harnessing that energy isn't always the easiest thing to do. But look, she's come away victorious today, and it's great for the owners. A lot of them have come down today and really make the most of coming to the races, and when they get a winner, it's even better.
Why the one-soft trial and the gap between the trial and today's race?
She actually had a minor elevated temperature after that trial, and so she went out to the paddock for a week, but she did only miss sort of 3 or 4 days worth of work, and came straight here. So look, she'll obviously take serious benefit from today's run, albeit her trying to throw it away late, but look, she's a lovely filly, and she should have black type potential put in her.
Well done, Charlie.
Thank you.
110.79.
And we're just about ready. Jetabil drawn the outside's been in good form this preparation. Set to jump. 1,100 metres. This windy day, the gates are back and they're off. With your blessing, walking, talking, jumped well. Jetabil third. Then came Stromboli, fast improving. And going along the rails is Dashing Eagle, Dashing Legend, followed then by Contemporary. So Jetabil's caught a bit deep. Then Smashing Eagle. Looks to be 3 horses wide. Another Cognac. The rails from Mars Mission, Rocket Tiger. Able Billy's right out the back. Walking, talking shows the way now. 1.5 with your blessing. Followed by Dashing Legend, railing to third inside Stromboli. Jetabil on a 3-wide park without cover. Another Cognac back on the rails from Contemporary. Now the favourite Smashing Eagles back in the field and under a vigorous ride from Prelude as they straighten up and collided with Contemporary. Up the rise, walking, talking just in front. Jetabil's been wide, keeps coming. Then With Your Blessing, Dashing Legend back on the rails. Smashing Eagles not going well enough. Inside the final 175, Jetabil from Dashing Legend. With Your Blessing showing fight between them. Dashing Legend hits the lead late. Dashing Legend's going to win it. Dashing Legend first. Stromboli next second, just in front of With Your Blessing. Followed by Contemporary. Then Mars Mission, another Cognac. Walking, talking, tied. So did Jetabil. The Able Billy making some ground. Boy, the favourites really struggled up the straight. Smashing Eagle finishing well back with Rocket Tiger.
Well done, Joe. Quick return.
Yeah, that was good. Happy to be back here 7 days later. Not quite the same feeling as last week, but it's a good start for this mare. First start for the stable, and she comes here with a nice amount of improvement in it, but also after a couple of nice trials, ready to show us something. And there's a lot of intent placing him back in grade and just trying to win with them first up, give them a little bit of confidence. So happy to see her do that today, and I think as we get through and get through to the autumn, she'll be a really handy addition.
Right, so how much of a spring are we going to see?
Light spring. I think we'll be back here Melbourne Cup Day and run an 1100 metre race that day. That might even do us. I'm just sort of interested in learning a bit about her, which will equip the team to deal with her in the autumn, and I'm expecting some really nice improvement. And also when she gets on tracks, they're a little bit soft. I think that's really what she likes as well.
Well done, Joe.
Thank you.
That's it.
Chad, you've been on board this filly in a recent trial. She must have given you a good feeling coming into today's first up run.
Yeah, she really has. Her first trial was a very quiet one, but she felt terrific. We let her do a bit more in her second one, and again, she felt really good. So, she's a quality man. She obviously had the weight today because of that, but I really love the way she did it. We did have a good run on the fence, but to quicken like she did with that big weight on the inside, I thought was full of merit, and the concluding stages, she knew she had the race won, and it was just a matter of keeping her going.
This wind's really picking up. Is it playing havoc out there?
It's very strong, yeah. So it's sort of coming in that diagonal angle. So with us being on the rail, we are receiving it, but that just adds more merit to her win.
Well done, Chad.
Thank you.
For the Joe Pride Yard and the previous in the hands of Chad Schofield. So race 7 on the card, they're just about right. The light is on and we're ready to go. Racing now, New Mandate was last out. Other than that, a good line. Banju jumps sharply, together with Political Debate being sent forward. And it's Banju in front from Political Debate, Unspoken poking through the middle. Glontorn's in the thick of the action as well, so we've got 4 battling it out early. Looks like Elvis Park's 5th on the inside of Kerwin's Lane, then Night Choice from Dream Flight. Further back to New Mandate, Cuban Real. Wild Planet settles well back in the field from Wicklow, and Stockman's last of all. So this battle up front sees the favourite take control now. Unspoken races to the lead, out by 3/4 to Political Debate, and Banju wound up taking a sit down on the inside of Glontorn. 2 lengths further back to Looks Like Elvis from Kerwin's Lane. Then Night's Choice is buried midfield at this point as the race inside the 800 metres, Dream Flight the outer. 2 further back to Cuban Real from New Mandate, Wild Planet, Stockman pulling 3 wide, Wicklow staying down on the fence last of all. Inside the 600 metres, Unspoken, a narrow leader from Political Debate in a far handier roll today. Clear from Glontorn, then came Banju from Kerwin's Lane. Oh, there's a scrimmage back in the field. Wild Planet got checked back in the field, and it's Unspoken in front. Unspoken by a length and a half now in Political Debate, who looks to be battling in second spot. The others are too far back, and Unspoken really starts to race away here in the hands of Andrew Atkins. There was a bit happening back in back play there, but Unspoken well rated in the lead and wins it comfortably. Political Debate clung on to second in front of Wicklow, then Kerwin's Lane. Further back then to Night's Choice making headway from New Mandate, Cuban Real, Stockman. Further back to Looks Like Elvis, Glontorn, Dream Flight, Wild Planet, and Banju. I'm trying to work out, one of those horses lost its action, and there was a concertina effect with the runners directly behind.
Pretty good horse, I'd think, here, Peter.
Yeah, Greg, I think he's really come back in great order. He looks the part now too. He looked pretty mature last time in. But he's starting to put things together, and he's never led before in his life, so I was a bit worried about 1,000 from home, and then he went to the front, but he had no option. They were just in the ball, and he had no weight on his back. He's doing it comfortably, so he did the right thing and not pulling the horse around too much. But he's a very talented horse.
See, Pete, with all that trouble out the back, it was the best place to be.
Yeah,
nowhere near it.
Yeah, you think back to what was happening there, where he'd have been getting the back right, should have been 3 pairs back the fence like I thought he would have been. So he did the right thing and took bad luck out of the equation, made his own luck, and he did it well.
What do you think's next?
I think he had the 5 diamonds now. It's always a race we had in mind for him. And these 3 runs in and up to 800 metres next start looks absolutely perfect.
Good luck with him.
Thanks, mate.
Just repeat yourself all again, Andy. Were you surprised to see just how well he jumped and put himself in the race like that?
Yeah, well, he began so cleanly. And notably, obviously, I had only 52 kilos on his back, and no one really wanted to take that leading role. I was more than happy to let him to do that because he's a free galloping horse. He's fit, he's feeling well. Like I said, with that light weight, I was happy to take advantage of that. Ideal spot was going to be 3 pairs sort of thing. But look, it was basically handed to us to lead, and he relished through the corner. He picked up really well. He went through his gears lovely, and further he went, the better he got. So be excited to see him step up your trip now, and he's already been a great prep, but he's in for an even better prep to come.
It's nice when you can come to town these lightweight rides and sit on them, steer them, and for them to find the line that it's pretty cool.
I wish it was all that easy.
Well done, Ed.
Thanks.
Okay.
Diamonds Prelude worth $1 million. Stand by for a start. Just about ready. Altivo passed a vet test to run. Racing now, and Palmetto anticipated the start well. Waddy goes right there. Going forward, Mississippi Prince out deep from Zoom On, and Waterford's right up in the leading division as well. They're followed after a length and a half to Converge from Super Helpful, and Detonator Jack is sitting about midfield on the inside of St Lawrence. They're followed after a couple of lengths then to Coteal, who settles back in the field going to the first bend from Faulkner Park. Altivo out deep from New Republic. Democracy Manifest is last at about 16 off the lead. Wadigo shows the way now. Length and a half on Mississippi Prince. Zoom On in third. And Palmetto back to fourth on the rails, followed by Converge. Waterford the fence. Super Helpful out 3 wide. Then came St Lawrence from Detonator Jack. Faulkner Park covering a little bit of extra ground. Now Coteal's well back with Altivo, New Republic, Democracy Manifest. So all the favourites are right in the last quartet of the field. Wadigo's leads inside the 600. Wadigo's just really stoked up. Mississippi Prince on the outside, sold up to keep up. 3 lengths away to Zoom On from Palmetto, running on okay. Further back to Converge. Waterford looking for room as they race inside the 250, and Wadigo's leads out by a length and a half now. Palmetto starting to lengthen, giving chase. Further back, Detonator Jack making ground on the rails. Waterford is grinding away. Detonator Jack going after Palmetto. Palmetto, now Waterford hitting top gear. Palmetto, Waterford, Detonator Jack. 3-way go. Oh, not sure here. 3 of the minute. Waterford the outside of Palmetto, and right up there is Detonator Jack. Then came Democracy Manifest late from St Lawrence, Faulkner Park, Wadigo's. Then came Mississippi Prince from Super Helpful, Coteal, Converge, Zoom On, and a gap back in the field to Altivo and New Republic.
You won the $500,000 Coast, and now $1 million 5 Diamonds Prelude.
Mate, they're from the South Highland. they can't believe it, you know. It's a lot of money for them, and he's been a great horse since he's finally acclimatised. And I thought Karen had to go down and ride in the Caulfield Cup. I thought Kathy had sued him, and she's riding on the crest of a wave.
Let's take the top of the straight when you could see he was ready to go. He was really ready to put in a big one, and he did, and he dashed for home.
Yeah, I said to Kathy, don't need to worry about taking off with him, just hide him away. He's got a good finish, don't get there too soon, and just timed it perfectly.
It was just that last little bit that had your heart in your mouth.
I know, especially when it's $1 million, but no, fantastic result, and great for the owners from New Zealand.
Now, they got here for the Coast, I think, a lot of them.
Yes.
Did they manage to get it today, or they're waiting for the big one worth $2 million?
They were all a bit hungover after the All Blacks won this morning, and but they made it today, and they'll be back in 3 weeks for the final.
Well, that's something to look forward to.
That'd be great. Fantastic.
Yeah. Well done, John.
Thank you.
John Sargent, the winning trainer.
I do, and I'm going to label her the queen of getting these photo finishes spot on. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. Like I said, it was just he really wanted to win. He was all out late, and he needed to find a little bit more, and I sort of thought he didn't have any more to find, but he did. So I'm really happy for Sarge and the team, and he's a lovely little horse to ride, and the owners seem like a great bunch of people, and yeah, it's really nice when the good guys win.
I mean, it helps when you draw a good gate, but you landed in a beautiful spot.
Absolutely. He began really quickly, actually, and then I did just travel lovely throughout the whole race, and you know, they really put the foot down from the 500, and I was mindful because Sarge did say, like, he's probably a horse that, you know, he's only got a short turn of foot. Just pulled him out at the top of the rise there, and he found quickly, and like I said, he needed to find a bit more late, and he did.
Did you think you'd won?
I was really hoping. I thought that maybe they hadn't got to me in time, so luckily they didn't. Well done, thanks.
And we're ready to go. Very open betting race. Just waiting for all 17 runners to stand. Off now. Racing, and Pandano jumped okay, but Four Valor is very sharp into stride as usual. Pandano and Four Valor, they're the early leaders. Then a real queue up behind. Rushing forward is Lock Eagle in advance of Main Manhattaner. Over on the inside, Highlights from Baby Rider. Aramea cast a little bit deep. They're followed by King of the Castle pushing through on the rails. In advance of Flying Crazy, who's right up there, and Baltic Coast is covering ground. A gap of 2 lengths then to Journalism from Special Sway. Rogue Bear looks to be 3 wide there in the white cap. Now back in the field is Steely, has gone down to the rails at this point. Steely well back together with Cisco Bay, and Lion's Roar is back last of all. Down the side, and it's Pandano in front. Pandano in front by a half to Four Valor. Highlights gets a good one third, followed by Lock Eagle. Then came King of the Castle, racing through on the inside of Hail Manhattan. Aramea deeper out, followed by Flying Crazy the rails, then Baby Rider from Rogue Bear, Special Sway, Baltic Coast, Cisco Bay out deep. Further back to Journalism. Spangler's down on the rails from Steely and Lion's Roar. Into the straight, and Pandano skips a length in front. Letting off the fence now, Highlights to give chase. It's Highlights going after Pandano. King of the Castle looking for clear running. Four Valor's gone. Lock Eagle pulls to the outside. Highlights moved up now. Highlights put the head in front from Pandano. King of the Castle going to third, but Lock Eagle. Highlights just in front of King of the Castle. Highlights, King of the Castle. King of the Castle nailed it. Got up right on the line there to beat Highlights. Third between Pandano and Lock Eagle. Further back to Spangler, Lion's Roar. Then came a Rogue Bear from Flying Crazy, Special Sway, Baby Rider, Hail Manhattan, Baltic Coast, Arameo, Four Valor Weekend out from Journalism, and Cisco Bay.
Well, congratulations, Reece. That was a pretty dominant win. Did he just half stumble out of the gates?
Yeah, he kind of came out on his nose. I thought we were probably in a little bit of trouble, but you know, barriers win races, and we were able to kind of just sneak up with doing no work at all, and got into a lovely spot where he was just allowed to travel and build into a nice little rhythm there.
He really wanted to win. He really got the head down at the right time.
Yeah, he was good. I've noticed a couple of times he probably gets there and starts to idle, so the way the race panned out, he was a little bit patient with him, made sure he got the head just late, and he was strong, he was superb, so I think he's going really, really well. And
were you confident throughout?
I don't know about confident, but I knew I could run a good race, you know. Joe always does a really good job with his horses, and I knew he was going to come here in nice little form, so happy to get another winner for him today, and the owners too.
Well done, Reece.
Cheers, thanks, Jenny.
Well, Joe, when you're hot, and the cries of Lewis as he came back.
That's him, yeah. I got a real crush on this horse. I love him. Yeah, there's something about him. He's a little bit freakish. He's from the bottom of the South Island, the absolute bottom of the South Island. There's just something about him. He's anything but unique. He's really, the first 12 months I could hardly get him to go to the races. Kelvin Tyler, who trained him down there, still is part owner of him, and it's been an interesting journey to say the least, but he's a pretty cool horse.
What about the big dance now?
Yeah, well, look, I mean, he finds his way into it now. Like, I'd have been happy to take our part in the little dance, but when you get invited to the big dance, who's going to the little dance?
Have you got enough dancing left in you?
I've got absolutely no dancing in me, but luckily the owners have, and Lewis has. So, look, he'll give a good account of himself, because he came here today dropping a massive amount of weight from a good run at Rose Hill, and he'll get him pretty light in that big dance as well, and he can only improve.
Okay, good luck with him.
Thank you.
Back here to Randwick on Wednesday, racing on the inner track, the Kenzo. Light is on now, and we're good to go in the last of the day. Stand by. Racing now, and much, much better. The grey jump sharply. So to the favourite, Tri-State deep out. They vie for the lead early. Barossa Rosa straight to third from Titanium Power. Then came Prometo taking a roll on the inside of Majorati. Further back to Pizarro. Further back then to Robusto towards the inside, together with Extremely Lucky just in front of it. Further back to Handle the Truth. Dynamic Impact. Love Tap gets well back from Kiss Summer. And Sandstock the last one. Much, much better. Rail through, just leads here from Tri-State. Barossa Rose into a clear third. Then Titanium Power on the inside of Carbling. Majorati out deep, covering Pizarro. Prometo back on the rails. Two further back to Extremely Lucky under a vigorous ride with Robusto as they swing for home. Much, much better in Tri-State. They've gapped the rest of the moment. Much, much better on the inside of Tri-State. 6 lengths away to Carbling going to third, running on well. It's much, much better. Trying to fend off Tri-State. Carbling keeps coming. Much, much better. A half in front to Tri-State. Carbling. The grey's kicking much, much better. Carbling dives, misses. Much, much better led all the way. Much, much better beat Carbling. Dynamic Impact third in front of Tri-State. Then came Prometo from Robusto, Pizarro, Extremely Lucky, Barossa Rosa, Majorati. Then came Love Tap from Kiss Some, Sandstock. Handle the Truth. Titanium Power finished tailed off.
Well, Anna, congratulations. It was only a few weeks ago that you rode your first city winner. That was at Warwick Farm. Did you think that a few weeks later you'd be able to get your first Saturday winner?
No, not really. Obviously, we were trying to stay away from town, but we had a few offers today and nice offers, and we thought we'd just come down for the day and get the experience and enjoy it, so it was really good.
This fella is such a free-rolling horse, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. He nearly bucked me off on the way around to the gates, but he was definitely feeling good today, and he just got his own way in front and kicked at the top of the home turn, and he went really good.
You were travelling well. Did you think they were going to run you down late?
Not really. Halfway down the straight, I thought, I think I've got this in the bag, and I couldn't believe it, but yeah, he just kept kicking. He's run awesome.
You've been riding a bit of work for Sarah at home, have you?
Yeah, she's been a really good support of mine, and we're also quite good friends, so it's really nice to get the winner for her.
Sarah's overseas at the moment?
Yeah, she is. She sent me a message yesterday warning me of what he can be like on the way out to the track and what to do, so it was nice to obviously get the win for her.
Congratulations and enjoy this moment.
Thank you.